What a night, what a time. It is Ringside Report MMA. We're live. Get crazy. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Boys, we are here. We are live. Different day.
What's up, homie?
Everything. I'm sitting here looking at a picture.
What is it, man?
I mean, I gotta show you. Just happened. It's just a wild scene. We're here going to preview UFC Noche.
Hello, senor. The only Mexican here is Freddie, man. Garcia.
I mean, look at that. It's the New York Yankees with the current president. He goes everywhere I want to go. It's kind of annoying. He goes front row of the UFC, and now he's at the Yankees game tonight. There he is with the squad.
Look at him, man. Oh, he's there tonight.
The president of America with your New York Yankees.
And why? Wow.
Why
so that's going
on.
on. What?
You guys know why he's there?
It's 9/11. Never forget. Think I would forget? Never. Terrible
Never
time.
Forget.
Horrible.
Yep.
I'll never. No one will. That was alive. will ever forget.
Dude, I saw it
You'll never
live,
forget
man.
that.
I remember. Well, on television that day, man. It was insane.
Mhm.
24 years, man. Think about it.
It feels like it was not that.
Yeah,
Like the
you're
memory
right.
is still very fresh.
That day, man.
Sad day.
That day for the world. 3,000 people perished that day.
It was terrible. Terrible time. I'm glad we are.
It's been a terrible, terrible week.
Yeah, it's been weird times, and they
Yep.
seem to be getting weirder. We're not just going to preview UFC Noche tonight. Big fight, Lopes versus Silva, which is
Lopes.
kind of like the battle for Mexico. Silva.
Are they doing it in the Sphere? Where's it happening again?
No, it's not in the Sphere. This is not Noche. Diego Lopes is Brazilian but lives in Trans.
thought
And he's
he
fighting the very
was-
tough John Silva from the Fight Nerds team. Fight Nerds had a rough weekend last.
Man, did they?
They didn't do so well. France was rising.
France did very well.
Yeah.
If you put
big
your
wins.
money on France,
Yeah, I did a Fight Nerds parlay, so my
yep.
But Caio Borralho loses to Nasruddin Imavov by unanimous decision, and Benoit Saint-Denis with a nice submission over Mauricio Hu. Big night in the main and co-main event for the French fighters in France last Saturday. Imavov beating Borralho. We talked about it a lot last week on the show. Winner of this fight might get a title shot, might get Khamzat Chimaev at middle, but there's still the RDR Alex Hernandez fight that's coming up in October that's in the mix. And I don't know about you guys, but after seeing Imavov's performance over Borralho, was impressive. It was good, but I'm willing to wait to see what RDR and Hernandez do and kind of see from there. And like if the UFC wants to wait that they're not convinced with Imavov, not really either. I mean, he was good. He was impressive. He won. Not sure I saw a guy that could beat Khamzat. I'd like to see what RDR has in store. Let's just weigh our odds. I'm down to wait till October to figure out what do you think, Fred? Did Imavov do enough?
I mean, October is not too far. I mean, he was impressive. That was an impressive win. He dominated Caio Borralho. It wasn't close to, in my opinion.
Mm-mm.
So I would give him a title shot mostly because I want to see Khamzat active. I don't want to wait any time for Khamzat to slip on something or whatever, to catch COVID or who knows what.
Yeah.
I just want Khamzat to have a fight and be active. And look, I don't have much of a problem if they wait. But like I say, my first goal is Khamzat being active because the Reader or Imavov, I think, are both going to crush. I don't think they're going to be much of a challenge, but I want to see Khamzat active. I want to see quicker to better.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to see him fight again by the end of this year, but I think it's probably unlikely, right? Early 2026 is probably when we see Khamzat Chimaev, the new UFC middleweight champion.
What did you think about
UFC
Caio's
pay-per-view.
performance?
Huh? Caio?
What did you think about Caio's performance?
I mean,
I saw the fight. Obviously, it wasn't great. Like the one that impressed me the most out of that whole card was Benoit Saint-Denis. I didn't think he was going to be able to do it against Rufi.
and to sub him too was really impressive.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Modestas, Modestas is always hot and cold, but he came out and he retired Paul Craig.
Yeah, Paul Craig retiring after that. I was kind of thinking, he'd lost a lot. 37 years old. He was losing a ton. I picked Modestas as part of my parlay. I figured he would beat Craig. He was one of the lone winners. Ante D'Elia also won. My parlay was looking so nice. D'Elia with the knockout of Tibura, Bukauskas with the knockout of Craig. I was like, oh, here we go. And then Hoofy.
The Nerds lost.
The
big
Nerds.
time.
Yeah, well, the
It wasn't
Nerds
the
win this
revenge.
weekend. Freddie, you pushing the glass. Fred wants to be in the Fight Nerds.
Fred could be part of the Fight Nerds, man. Big time.
Yo.
You just need to get the glasses, Fred.
He's close.
No, you
Doug-
need the square ones.
Doug Hepburn dropping a super chat. Thank you, Doug. He says, looking
Doug.
forward to tonight's show, Dave. Go Tigers. Of course, he's talking about the Yankees and Tigers. Yanks, Lost to the Tigers on Tuesday night, 12-2. Last night it was 11-1. The bullpen has been really falling apart, but right now they're actually winning 5-1 over the Tigers in the Bronx right now in the 4th inning. So the Yankees may actually win one game in this series.
I mean, the Blue Jays won, so I think they got the division covered. Now, what I'm hoping is that the Yankees and Red Sox meet in that wild card first round 3-game series. Let's get a little emotion in this baseball playoff right to start it off.
Tell you what, Fred, if you want to start watching some emotional, big-time Yankees-Red Sox baseball, you don't have to wait. Tomorrow night, the Yankees are at Fenway to start a 3-game series over the weekend. And currently in the standings for the wild card, Yankees have the top wild card spot, but by, I think, a game, maybe half a game over the Red Sox. So the series this weekend is huge for both teams. The Red Sox could take the top wild card spot, and the Yankees could bounce the Red Sox right out of playoff position with two or three good games.
The Seattle's behind him, and there's other teams. I think
Seattle and
Red
Texas
Sox
are. I mean, they're in the mix. It's a doable thing. I mean, this weekend could be good for Boston or disastrous. It could be really bad for the Yankees too. It's a big series for both teams.
That's what I was gonna say.
It could be terrible. Yankees have not done well. I'm nervous. I'm not sanguine.
You should be, man.
Not very.
Listen, I'm not nervous. You know why? Because this week, Italy has a strong chance right now to make the World Cup. They won 5-4 against Israel, and that was my stress this week. 5-4 against
the
Israel.
Soccer powerhouse Israel. 5-4. How'd they let 4 goals in? What are they doing?
Two of them went off of the defenders of Italy. Well, the ball went off their legs and went into the net. So 2 goals were scored. Actually, if you want to call it 7 goals. But listen, just quickly, you know how important this is for us? That would have we're looking at 3 World Cups that Italy won't make. So the game against Estonia was 5-0, and then they came with Israel and they won 5-4. And let me tell you, the game against Israel was one of the best World Cup qualifier games of all. It was incredible. It was you have to watch it. Even the English fans were saying
Almighty
it was one of the
Israel. Has Israel ever made a World Cup?
They played well. Well, they need to win. If they don't win, they won't make it. But look, they had a bigger chance than Italy at this point. But right now, we won. That was my stress for the week. Not Boston, not the Yankees. Was for Italy. I was praying every night, please let them win. Please let them win. Let them beat Israel.
AJ, that just tells you Italian soccer has been on a down slope, man. Because
no.
Soccer
it is. You're right.
The rivalry should be against Spain, France, Portugal.
Bro, listen, man. Right now, we'll take whatever it takes. But I'm going to tell you something. You know what the big change is for Italy? And we're going to probably go far. And remember what I said. September 11th, Italy is going to go far because of one thing. Gattuso. Thanks to Gattuso coming in as coach, that's what you needed, man. You need a guy that goes in there and doesn't give a shit about the prima donnas, and he's able to bring the team together. And I'm telling you, this was the best move that Italy did. Look, even Doug says it. It was a great match.
There you go. Doug watched the game. Doug, you watching the game right now? 5-1
Yankees.
Go Yankees. And Johnny North saying in the chat, Dave, what do you say? Dave with the humble pie tonight after bashing Red Sox for visiting Trump. Hey, Johnny, listen to this. Listen to this, Johnny, okay? The Red Sox, they go to Trump. Trump comes to the Yankees. The Red Sox have to go. They got to travel. If Trump wants to see the Yankees, he's got to go see them before a game. They're different. He comes to them.
Good job, Johnny.
He comes to them. And he also says Monday was better for Dave. And Monday was pretty awesome. Johnny and I, VIPs, Deftones VIP. We were at the Deftones show, and it was amazing.
You're
really
deaf
good.
now?
I was for a couple days. I mean, my hearing was we were right next to the stage. Deftones had an amazing show at the Bell Center Monday night. Johnny and I were there, and we were right next to the stage, and my hearing was not great for the rest of Monday and pretty much all of Tuesday, and it came back. It was a little... I saw Fred on Tuesday, and I was like, yeah, my hearing, it sounds like you're far away. You know?
Listen, is Johnny going to do a review on Friday's show?
We'll talk about it for sure. We'll talk about the Deftones on the show tomorrow night because we went to see the Deftones.
I have no idea what their songs are, but can you hum it?
There's a lot of songs that they have, man. Maybe I'll play some for you.
I know Tone Lock. I know the
Deftones rock band
Funky
from
Cold Medina. I know that.
Northern California. Diaz brothers like the Deftones. Nick Diaz came out to a Deftones song when he fought Carlos Con.
Did he?
Yeah. They're from the same type of area. Their bass player, Chi Cheng, rest in peace, was from Stockton. Very good band.
I like Funky Cold Medina better, dude.
They've been around 30 years. They put out a new album that's
really
great.
Wow.
Yeah, their first album was in 95, and they just put out a new one, and just as good as anything they've done. So it's pretty amazing, the longevity. You know? Last time I saw them was 25 years ago, and they were great. And I saw them again on Monday, and they were also a great band. I love them. And they got Stefan's guitar.
What? He threw it in the crowd? And you caught it?
A bunch of them, and I mean, we were front row, so we grabbed one.
Put it on eBay, dude.
No, I want it. It's like Deftones memorabilia for me. I'm a big fan. I have on my deck.
Is that
Stefan
it?
Huh?
Yeah, show the camera. I can't really see it, but bring it in, man.
It's like a Stefan. Whatever.
You smell the sweat off of it
on the front.
The sweat.
Anyway, Johnny says we had the best seats. Yeah, we really did. We did. And his hearing is okay now. Yeah, I'm sure it took a couple days for you too, John. It was crazy long. What an awesome band. We had such a great time. So yeah, it was awesome. I would definitely go see them again. And again, anytime they come, I will. So, AJ, I want to talk about UFC Noche. I want to preview the fights, but some massive news came out today. You are running for city count in NDG.
That is correct, sir. That is absolutely correct. So I got to tone it down.
AJ's running for city council. I mean, it's amazing.
Anything's possible, man.
Listen, I grew up in NDG. I know NDG. I know the streets. I know the side streets. And I know you, and we disagree on a lot of things, but I know who you are. And I think that there's nobody better to represent the people of NDG than my boy. Nobody.
Thank you.
And I am going to dedicate so much time and effort into getting you elected. We are getting AJ elected to political office. Shouldn't laugh. Don't laugh, AJ. First order of business, don't laugh when I say that. You have to be like, yes, that's right. You have to take it seriously so that we can actually get you elected. And it's not like a total joke. I think we could do it. I think we could actually get it done. You can get anybody elected under the right circumstances with the right strategy. And I believe that we could get AJ elected. I also think it would be the best thing for him. I've seen what has happened to NDG. I grew up in NDG. I lived in NDG. And I left it. Many of the issues that AJ is going to fix. He's going to make NDG better. I don't want to say great again, but I will say better.
I was waiting for that.
I'm not going to say
I was waiting for that, Dave.
I'm just going to say
come on,
he
Dave,
will improve the situation. He will make NDG fantastic like it was in the past. Not great again. Switch. Let's remix it.
Yeah, baby steps, man.
Yeah, because, you don't want some negative association. But let's just say, want to bring everybody in. We're trying to be inclusive, right? We want to bring everybody in.
That's right.
We want to make sure that everybody knows that everybody in NDG will be represented by the great AJ. So vote D'Alessio this November. I mean, I am completely endorsed. I never thought I would endorse you for political office, but now that I think about it, I don't think there's anybody better. You're a people person. You care about people. You care about I think you would be a fantastic. And I am dead set on making sure we will get rid of some dead weight. I know, a little bit about how political processes work in NDG. I've been around that kind of stuff in NDG, and I think it's time we clean it up and we get it. So AJ, I'm fully behind you. I'm extremely proud of you. I'm glad that you're doing this for your community, and we're going to make sure that AJ gets elected. That's the next step. AJ is going to be a city councilman, and nothing will stop the Ringside Report. Because once that happens,
it'd be insane, man.
I don't know. Johnny might become mayor of Montreal. It's always been my push to make Johnny North the mayor of Montreal. I think he'd be perfect.
Listen, man, with me there, anything's possible.
Once
but
you're
I can guarantee you one thing.
Once you're in, brother, we're bringing the whole crew in, and we're going to change the game.
Absolutely. Listen, think about how many wrestling events we could do in NDG as part of, cultural exhibition and introduction to the great Johnny North. It's going to happen, man. I'm telling you. All kids should have a chance to wrestle with Johnny. I don't know if that sounds so good.
I don't know if I would put it that way.
You know where I'm
going. Should work on you. Do you have speeches? Do you have a debate?
Well, listen, actually.
You have a platform.
Listen, today.
Do you have a platform?
Of course, man. My platform is.
You were at a press conference today to announce.
I was? With the mayor.
Your candidacy. No, not the mayor. The guy who's the leader of the party that you're running for, who's running for mayor of Montreal. He's not the mayor of Montreal.
Not yet.
We're not. Now, you need to be clear on this, AJ, so you understand. You weren't with the mayor of Montreal.
No. I was with a potential
Yes.
Mayor.
Maybe.
The future Montreal, man.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the guy's a real, I'll be honest, Dave. You know me, man. I won't jump into anything unless I feel 100%. The guy's a super cool guy, like a really cool guy. He's the type of guy that would just like sit with us and chat and have a couple of drinks and talk about wrestling, like UFC. We were talking all about that stuff. The guy's a real cool guy. And I gave him a great idea. And I know there might be other people listening, but listen to this. You want to hear my idea? Can I throw it out? Freddie, are you ready?
Throw it out.
So I said, listen, we need an ambassador for sports in Montreal. That's the only thing that the city's missing. We need an ambassador for sports.
Correct.
Somebody who's going to promote sports,
Correct.
education, the health for children. I said, he goes, well, who could that be? I said, well, I'm going to tell you who that could be. I said, we have somebody that no one's used. I said, we have a guy that's born in Montreal, a guy that is incredibly liked
Garcia.
Around the world, a guy
Garcia.
that was a champion, the guy that was the face of the UFC. He should be the sports ambassador of Montreal.
I don't know if he would take that job, but
he will. But you know what the great part is? There's another candidate in NDG who's another jiu-jitsu guy. So the thing is, who's a good friend of our great GSP, and I'm telling you, he should be the sports ambassador, sports and physical education for Montreal. You need to have a guy like that there, man, who knows his stuff.
Who?
Or St. Pierre.
right. Okay. Yeah, that'd be good. I think promoting sports in Montreal is a very good idea. I think we should definitely
for everybody. You know,
that sounds like a no-show job.
Yeah, it's a no-show job. That's okay. But I think we should actually, I think pushing for sports in Montreal is something that should be done. I think Montreal is a sports city waiting to happen. I think there are a lot of sports fans in Montreal whose appetites are not satisfied. And I think that if the government in Montreal and Quebec and Canada, but I think more Montreal and city
surrounding areas,
provincially, we should be pushing for sports. We should be pushing for sports teams, sporting events, sports facilities. There should be more sport infrastructure in this city and province. And the fact that we just kind of let it slide and it's secondary to plays and songs and whatever, those things get government funding way more than sports and health and stuff like that. So I think we should be pushing more towards sports because people love all kinds of sports and it's hockey and there's nothing else. But there is a wide variety of sporting appetites in the city, and I think there's something there. You could do something. Got something.
No, for sure.
Let's do that.
Absolutely. And
so AJ's going to get elected, Fred. What do you think his chances are?
It's a tough
Would
climb,
you vote
man,
for him?
I'll be honest.
I don't live in Montreal, so I can't vote. It would be illegal for me to vote for him.
But if you could, I can't vote either because I don't live in NDG, so I can't vote for you, AJ. But Johnny North lives in NDG. Tomorrow. Johnny, does AJ have your vote?
Vote for AJ.
Yeah.
How much damage can he do at the city level?
Exactly. That's a great slogan. Vote for AJ. How much damage can he really? That's the slogan.
We can measure that.
Measure how much damage.
But one thing
you can do.
Listen, I'll tell you something. One thing I'll be is very, very fair, man. That's no doubt about it. And very transparent. You got to be fair and transparent. You can't promise bullshit. You got to walk the walk and talk the talk.
Yeah, I mean, something. To get you elected.
But anyway,
now, do you have skeletons that that could ruin your campaign at the end of the in the final run, 24 hours before the vote?
And if so, reveal them all now, live on the show.
I mean, I'm not like what's his name? What was the Italian prime minister's name? Berlusconi? I'm not that kind of. Remember him? Remember Berlusconi in the bed?
Johnny says you got his vote. So there's one.
Well, thank you very much, Johnny. We're gonna make wrestling great again.
Johnny and your mom. That's two votes.
At least two votes. I got the milkman. He told me he'd vote for me. The guy from the Dépanneur, my buddy. Yeah, man. So.
What do you mean the milkman?
Let's see.
What are you talking about?
Well, he's not delivering anymore. He's retired. He used to be a guy that delivered milk to our homes, man. You didn't get that in LaSalle. You don't remember the milkman in NDG? He used to go around with his truck dropping off yogurt and milk?
Never in my life.
What? I don't remember, but I was very young.
Well, Muscles Marco, thank you, Johnny. You're right.
I didn't know that existed.
Well, no, they don't. There might be some areas that might, but NDG might have been the last place for the milk. I'm trying to think in St. Henry. I think NDG was the last one.
You know what I think about it? I think my in-laws still have this.
Where, in Westmount?
In NDG. I'm going to get them to vote for you, too.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
I think there's technically Westmount.
Depends where, yeah. Depends what street. But in Westmount, man, like in Westmount, I'm pretty strong. They all know.
Now, are you compromised?
Unfortunately, they can't vote.
Do anybody have pictures of you to make you do stuff that you don't want to vote for or whatever?
Possible. Or
that you on the Epstein list?
No, but I could be on other lists.
Apparently, my in-laws are not.
Oh man, that sucks. Okay,
also, the party that you're in is a centrist progressive party.
Yep.
Did you know that?
Bolder vision for a stronger, fairer, and more equitable city. And I'll tell you,
you're
this
centrist
guy is
progressive.
actually...
You're more centrist left-wing type of guy, right? Like your party. AJ, do you know what your party stands for?
Love. That's what it stands for, man.
Love.
We're all about love, and that's what it all comes down to, dude. And
I
this
don't,
guy here,
how did you?
Jean-François
How
JFK,
did this
man.
even happen? I don't.
Well, that's another story, dude. Listen, that I'll explain another day. But all I can say is, somehow or another, here I am, man.
Fred, I think
I'm in there, dude.
I think the point is, if AJ can get elected to city council, I think I can be prime minister.
God, man.
I mean,
Trudeau got there.
Exactly. Look at some.
He was a drama school teacher,
prime minister. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I think I could actually do it. Like, if we can get AJ elected to city council in Montreal, I think we can get pretty much.
Listen, look at Schwarzenegger, man. He became governor of California.
It's
gonna be wild, dude.
I'm telling
you, it'll be great, man.
Like, we're going door to door. We're gonna meet every single person in NDG. Are you ready to work?
You're gonna come with me.
I'm gonna make sure you don't say dumb shit.
Oh, that's gonna be hard.
I'm gonna be like, what he means to say is. Yeah. But what he really actually means is, don't worry. It's okay.
Listen, did he give you just a card that says ringsidereport.net on it? Yeah. Support the show, man. Listen, everybody out there, put a like. And if you vote in NDG, vote future. Vote AJ. Antoine Jr. Isn't that funny, dude? I did the press conference today. It was ridiculous. I can't even tell you what happened. It was insane. I can't reveal some stuff.
Is this available somewhere? Can I watch this press conference?
Yeah.
Can you answer questions from the media?
Yeah, man.
As a political, you're on a table and there's media there.
Well, we were all standing up at that point. We didn't have a table. We were all standing up
and media is asking you questions and you are answering them as a man running for political office. Like, that happened today?
I'm right, man. Yes, sir.
Is this not unbelievable, Fred? Like, you know what I mean? Don't you wish you were there?
You see the video.
Why didn't you tell us about this before today? Why are we only hearing about this now?
Listen, I was there and I had people screaming my name from Canada Post trucks that knew me, and they'd be like, AJ, what the hell are you doing over here? And I'm like doing my thing, and I'm like, hey, Mike, what's up? I haven't seen you like since Muay Thai, you know? And like, that was my day kind of thing during a press conference. It was great.
Well, I mean, I don't know. The past few days have taught us anything is the world is nuts and getting crazier all the time.
I mean, I was going to say the past few years, decades have showed us that a lot of people get in office that probably shouldn't be there. So why not AJ?
Hey, what are you talking about? Are you talking about me, man?
I don't think he's talking about you necessarily. I think he's talking about some other people.
But I'm saying, like, we've seen a lot of examples in past years of guys that probably should not have been in that position. So
and you know what?
I'm willing to give AJ a shot.
Oh, but look. In my level of what I'm going to be doing, I'm basically like a spokesperson for Les Citoyens. But the thing is that you got to live in your area to understand your area. Because you know that on municipal elections, you could be a city councilor that doesn't even have to live in that, say, which I kind of find it's not cool.
It's not cool.
Because how are you going to be able to understand your people if you don't live with your people? You know? Yeah. So that's one thing. And actually, to be honest, I think my brother would have been a better candidate than me, in this riding, but he doesn't live in NDG anymore. But if he did, I'd be voting my brother. But since he's not here, he's voting for me.
We're all behind you, AJ.
You thought I was joking, At first, when I sent you that.
No, I just couldn't. I was just shocked.
So, man, it's going to be a hell of a ride. But it means that I got to win first. But it's going to be a tough, man. It's going to be a hard battle, but it'll be fun.
ARS trying to win re-election.
No, she's leaving. By the way, it's about time.
She's leaving.
Thank God. Yeah, she's stepping down because she knows that she's not going to win with her face. So the party still exists, but you know what I mean.
AJ, are you ready for follow-ups from the media? Going, what did you just mean here, sir?
Yeah, when you said because of her face, what were you saying, sir? Yeah, you can't say shit like that and get elected. Anyways, Yankees up. What we're now 9-1, 9-1 in the fifth. Yankees. Aaron Judge has hit 2 home runs tonight. Stanton with a 430-foot bomb. Judge takes over. Ties Joe DiMaggio for the fourth most home runs as a Yankee in the history of the team with 300. So he's
Amazing,
now tied
man.
Joe
Wow.
DiMaggio on the list. I think
Great Joe.
I think the next guys are Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig, and Babe Ruth.
Crazy.
Pretty cool list that Aaron Judge is on. We're witnessing one of the greatest players to ever play the game. I appreciate it every night when I get to watch this guy play. He is the greatest player I've ever seen. We're never going to see
show up.
Hey! That's my captain.
Well, look at it, man. It's kind of like Ovechkin in hockey, man. When you see him like come up and he's like breaking Gretzky's records, it's amazing. Like you think that'll never happen. And it's great to see that in baseball because you got legendary names there and he's up there, which is impressive. And it's nice. Yeah, see, Johnny was right. Yeah, he thinks the same thing I said. The mayor is
in hiding because the city's in shambles. And AJ's here to fix it. All right, guys, UFC Noche.
Noche or Noche?
No, Noche. La Noche.
And in Italian, it means not.
Pero en español, la noche. Diego Lopes takes on John Silva. The rest of the card is like not really.
Rob Gastelum is there.
It's not the best card. I feel like last week in France was best. This one they're doing in San Antonio, Texas, is supposed to be a big deal, but I feel like maybe not. It's on in the afternoon, and UFC not really going hard on this card. You know why? Because this is just a lead up. This is just the UFC and TKO giving you a bit of fighting in the afternoon to get you ready to watch Canelo Alvarez on Saturday night on Netflix. Crawford Saturday.
No, it's not.
Isn't
it's Alvarez against Kendrick Lamar.
Where was that? Where Crawford was there and they said it's Kendrick Lamar?
Wasn't it a UFC event?
Was it?
It was either a UFC event or a boxing event.
No, I think it was a UFC event. And they had, Terrence Crawford and they're like, Kendrick Lamar. I was like, that's not Kendrick Lamar. What the fuck? That was crazy. Yeah, that was a UFC pay-per-view because I remember because we were doing a watch-along. It must have been a UFC. Yeah, Crawford was there and I was like, Kendrick Lamar. I don't know who that is. It's not Kendrick Lamar.
I mean, he's fighting Canelo this weekend, Kendrick.
If Kendrick fought Drake, it would make way more money than Canelo could ever.
Probably the biggest fight anybody can make right now.
Kendrick versus Drake is way bigger than Floyd. Kendrick-Drake would be a pretty fun fight. I think, problem is both guys have way too much.
Also, past the first minute of the first round, it probably becomes a very shitty.
Good breakdown. Let's break that down. Drake's got size on him. He's a bad fight. I'd like to see it. Make it happen, Dana White, on the White House lawn, brother. What are we waiting for? Security real tight for that White House.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if that's going to happen
tight,
now,
bro. Let's tighten up. Let's make sure Conor McGregor walks out safe.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Keep my man safe. That's the future president of Ireland. Hey, let me ask you something.
Right.
If Conor becomes president of Ireland, does he still fight for the White House show for UFC?
100%, man. I'm sure he will.
The president of Ireland is fighting in front of the president of America for the UFC.
That's Conor, man, and he would do
Conor's
that.
not winning.
That would be the greatest story, dude.
You
that
have a better chance than Conor.
Story. Listen, man, if that would happen, I can still see Conor taking on that fight. That's Conor.
What fight is it? Who's he fighting? There's just a lot of talk.
Sure.
Of him
that's it. What happened, dude? He might fight a Diaz again.
Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor would be the move, I think. That's like the fight.
You know what? It's that celebrity kind of style fight, and it would be amazing. Everybody would want to watch it.
Ticker is nuts.
What's happening?
I don't know. I saw Bryce Mitchell news. I don't even want to read it because I feel like we'll get banned from YouTube if I read what it said.
Maybe it's because of the whole thing with Jean Silva. He was able to defend Bryce's wrestling.
No, Bryce Mitchell, there's like a quote from Bryce Mitchell that I don't even want to read, but I keep seeing it on our ticker. Maybe the production team needs to check out what kind of news we're feeding because it's a little.
Listen, be careful. I got a
every
political
time I see
career
it,
here.
I go, what?
I mean, he did say it.
I want to see it now. I'm curious.
Bryce Mitchell, okay, there it is. UFC athlete Bryce Mitchell. Israel did 9/11 while reacting to the Charlie Kirk. That's crazy.
Peace, Charlie. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it was
sad.
Horrific.
That's horrible, dude. I don't want to see. I saw the image. I don't want to terrible, man.
I don't even want to talk about it because it was so disgusting.
Let's not talk about
it's
it.
awful. And it's a lot of people have a lot. I don't really want to get into opinions on that. I just want to say that you shouldn't murder people. Not cool. No. Don't kill people.
Not cool at all.
All right. Let people die a natural death due to health things. Don't kill them. Don't ever murder a person. It's not cool. All right.
You're right.
That's
Dave.
My stance.
Well said.
I'm anti-murder.
I agree with you.
It may be a bold stance, but I am against murder in general. I'd say 99.9%.
That'll be
There's
our
always
slogan,
an exception
Dave.
to every rule, of course. Sometimes you got to do things,
slogan.
self-defense, whatever. But generally, I mean, that was an assassination. I'm going to come out 100% of assassinations bad. Murder, probably bad.
I feel sad for his kids.
Manslaughter, I think it's a gray area. Anyway, AJ. So
yeah. AJ's never killed no one.
AJ has never murdered, assassinated, or manslaughtered anyone.
But I've choked out quite a few people.
Yeah, because he's a tough guy. Don't forget, AJ's a tough guy. He can do jiu-jitsu. I mean, we all can. He also knows karate. Karate shirt, so he must know karate.
Where is it? Can you see it? Karate.
I don't know karate,
you don't?
but I know karate.
So are you ready for a journalist to ask you why you've bashed karate so much and now you're wearing a karate shirt? Yeah. Like, this is the type of questioning you might have to answer, man. Your pass.
AJ, you said karate was for nerds, and now you're wearing a sweatshirt. How do you explain?
It comes a time when you realize you just made a mistake. And I love karate. Karate. Not karate. Karate.
Could have just said, we're all fighting nerds.
We are, actually. Actually, anybody that does jiu-jitsu is a nerd, pretty much.
Good answer, AJ.
Thank you. Karate.
Okay, I don't know. We could do a parlay, I guess, for this thing.
Yeah, we can. You got
David Lopes.
You're going with Lopes. He's an underdog, I think.
Yeah, but I'm still going with Lopes. I like Lopes. I think he's a solid fighter. He's lost against top competition, and I like the fire in him. I like how he was mad with Yair a couple of weeks ago, like at his last fight. I want him to fight Yair at some point. So, yeah, I'm going with Lopes, and I'm going to match him up with Hernandez.
I thought they were going to do the Yair fight here because of Mexico.
That would have been good.
Wasn't there like a whole battle over Mexico? Because Yair is from Mexico, but he trains in Brazil, and Lopes is from Brazil but trains in Mexico. So it's like who's really Mexican and who has the love of the people. I thought that was the fight for this, but they didn't do it. They did John Silva. And Lopes coming off a loss to Alex Volkanovski, where he got handled. John Silva is on a run. Smashed Bryce Mitchell in his last fight. Who else is on your parlay here, Fred? Lopes and
Hernandez. Alex
Hernandez. Wait, who's the guy that's fighting RDR? I thought it was Alex Hernandez.
Not the same.
Is it different Alex Hernandez? Or is RDR not even fighting Alex Hernandez? Is he fighting somebody else?
Did you say that fight was happening?
Anthony Hernandez, not Alex Hernandez. Sorry.
Oh.
Different Hernandez. Keith Hernandez.
No, it's not.
What the fuck? How do you think you spell Hernandez, Fred? What the fuck?
I went Alex and Anthony. I went AA.
Alex Anthony. No, it's Anthony Hernandez is fighting Rainer de Ritter, and Alex Hernandez fighting Carlos Diego Ferreira. -105, slight underdog. Fred's going, it's Alex Hernandez and Diego Lopes. Did you think Alex Hernandez was the same guy fighting Rainer de Ritter?
Nope.
$20 gets you 130. AJ, you have anything? Because I'm struggling.
Yeah, no, I got something. It's not going to be like big. But I'm going to go the opposite way with Jean Silva. And I think he hasn't lost since 2018. Was able to defend. He's been on a tear. He's strong. He's aggressive. I mean, he's got it all. Like I said, he was able to defend like Bryce Mitchell's wrestling. He beat Charles Jourdain, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Like pretty much in the grappling and wrestling part. This guy is something. He's 16. And I like Lopes because Lopes comes out and he's a firecracker. But it's going to be a tough one, and I'm going with Silva on that. Then I'm going to go with Rob Font, man. He's on the card fighting David Martinez, 12-1. I'm going to go with Rob Font on this one, and then I'm going to end it with Alexander Hernandez as well. I like Fred.
Okay, so you've got...
That's it, man.
Give it to me again. Silva, Font, Hernandez. 3-fight parlay.
Would have liked to see Raul.
3-fight parlay from Team AJ. 20 gets you 120. Font.
That's not bad.
Hernandez.
Nice payout.
Let's see. Let's see.
Pictures?
Do I
thought
one?
You'd take screenshots.
What?
You actually take a picture of the screen?
Yeah, it's faster than taking a screenshot. Faster. John Silva to win this fight. And I think I'm going to go with Dustin Stoltzfus to beat Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it. Stoltzfus plus 180. Silva by 20 gets you 7.
I like it.
That's what I'm going
I like it.
I just I don't trust favorite. He's been losing fights. Stoltzfus, whatever. He's coming off a lot. I think he.
Yeah, so same age. I mean, I always think Kelvin is a lot older. He's only 33. I was thinking he's much older than that. But 20 and 10 and 16 and 7. He's got a lot of. He has 30 fights under his belt.
Indeed. All right, so big fights this weekend, boys. We've had AJ for City Council. We are going to get it done. And I'll be back tomorrow night with Johnny North to talk about pro wrestling. There's a lot going on in the world of wrestling. Johnny and I went to the Deftones on Monday. We'll talk about that and everything else going on in the WWE things. Talk to you again real soon. thank you for joining us. Thank you to all the members, Doug Hepburn, Lior, I saw you, Lior, and Angelo, and Antoinette, and everybody supporting over at join.ringsidereport.net and member.net. We appreciate you, and we'll see you again real soon.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word. Please share this episode on whichever social media platform you use. Add a comment below and consider reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time, and have a good night.